Hello from the Yarn Closet in southern Arizona. I'm Laura. And thank you for all your extra visitations, visits, watchings on the channel. That's just really great and I appreciate it. It's been a week and we got a thing happening. Today. And yeah, I think this is the attached one. Okay. We still got a thing. I am going to show you some stuff. Let's get some shenanigans done. So we went to a birthday party. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. And also my anniversary to my second husband. It would have been 19 years. And I'm seeing him today because today is our son's 17th birthday and he's coming to the party. We'll talk. So we went to a party last night at a cat cafe that's through one of the rescues in town. And it was with a friend's family that has a lot of special needs kids. Like all 5 of her kids are birth defects or special needs pretty severely. And so it was a small group. There were only my 2 kids, her 3 daughters, and then 2 others. She's got an 18-year-old in a wheelchair, my 17-year-old as of today, and then our 2 10-year-olds, and then she's got the 8-year-old. I believe she's 8 because she's in the year below. And we went to the cafe with the hospice cats, ill cats, special needs cats. And it was not as fun as the kids were expecting. It was only supposed to be an hour up to an hour and a half because they reserved the party to have a little extra space and whatever. It was a bit crazy. They didn't have as many cats as we were expecting. And the crazy was not the cats. The crazy was all of the special needs. And trying to get some standardized party stuff done. So my son, we are going to a cafe today for his 17th birthday. 17. Cannot believe it. And he's like, Mom, we are just bringing cookies. They have a little coffee cafe thing in there, not like a Starbucks, like a small area. And this one is much larger. They have many, many, many more cats, like almost 3 times the cats. And they have done in the same amount of time, 770 adoptions out of this location versus the 28 out of the other one. Now, I get special needs versus normal cats. And so it's going to be interesting to kind of compare the 2 experiences. We're just my 2 kids and the 6 adults, and that's it. And we didn't reserve the party, so we're going just for an hour. And there may be other people there also enjoying the facility. Because my son is graduating high school this year. He's on the spectrum. Asperger's is what they said years and years ago. And he's taking next year off. We're not pressuring him to do anything other than to be free of school and like engage a little bit more with life. Like he made a comment last night. We went out to Panda Express after the thing. And he's like, that was crazy. And in conversation, he was like, I said something to him about doing something. He goes, Mom, next year you can take me wherever you want to go, but I still have until the end of May. So he knows that he's going to be engaging more in going out. He doesn't like crowds. He doesn't like a lot of chaos. It's exhausting to him. But he knows he's got to engage in it in a new way. I mean, he's almost 6'4". He's like right there. He's adult sized and he's been for a long time. And Last night, the lady in charge of the cat place was like, I'm putting you in charge of the door because you're the most, like, you got this. And he was like, me? And I'm like, dude, you're a man. You're man-sized. You're a thin man, but you're still man-sized, and you're still quiet, and you are paying attention, and people have confidence in you. And so we're going to try to build a lot of experiences in this next year to kind of build that confidence for him. And hopefully he will be more engaged in the choice he makes the following year, whether it be job or community college or part-time both. He's going to do a bunch of Skillshare classes this year to stay a little bit engaged and to expand his horizons into some things that might interest him. He's going to do more household chores and cooking and stuff. So it's going to be an interesting year. It's definitely going to be an interesting year. So one thing I'm starting today is I got a bunch of these baseball card things. You can buy these for big money with 3-ring binders and stuff and all fancy. But I'm doing mine here. I will show you. Can you see the numbers? Can you see the numbers? I don't know. Can you see them? I'm legally blind, people. Remember that. I think you can see them. So I'm putting numbers 1 to 99, and I'm filling it with cash. Because once you get 1 to 99 filled with cash, you've got $4,950, I believe, if I did the math right. And I'm doing one for my daughter and for my son. Now, my daughter won't be moving out for many years. I got time. But I'm going to try to get his done in like the next year. So he's got a bundle of money that he can use towards gas to go to college or to a job or whatever that next endeavor is. He knows nothing about this. You guys are keeping the secret. My husband doesn't even know because I don't know that he'd be all that supportive. And part of why I'm doing it is and here's the thing. Maybe I won't do the whole 99. Maybe I'll go halfway and see what those numbers equate to. I don't know. But I'm going to I'm going to fill it out for the full 99 for both of them. And I'm going to see if I can get his in the next year. Because it's actually a little over a year. It's like 15 months or something. Until the fall, that like August, that he would be starting maybe a community college or something. To kind of give him a boost, but also to teach him that, look, all you got to do is do this, and you put like money away, and this is also a way to save, but sometimes it can be a little bit more fun because it's a little bit more of a challenge. And I think sometimes as parents, we have to challenge our kids to do things, but we also have to show through example that we can meet the challenge. Like my kids have really, remember last year when my challenge was by the end of February, I'd be 5,000 steps. It's been really hard the last few months because of how dark it's been in the morning in my schedule to get my morning steps in. Because I was doing about that before school every day. And now I'm back up to, in the last couple weeks, maybe 1 mile in the morning before I go because it's light enough. But they now know my walking is a priority. If I say I got to go do some laps, I get a break and they see this thing that mom does. It's just a little thing, but she does it every day. And it builds up and it adds up. And we got to do that. So that sometimes I think we got to find a way to give a gift in a way, that teaches them something and can give them something to look forward to. Because I'm going to give them the whole binder so that they can reuse it. And I'll have to get her a binder. I have one for him. Right now I'm going to put all of the sheets together. And, oh, darn it. I forgot to bring some stuff in here. I've also learned over this last year with that walking thing that the fact that I couldn't meet my goal at times was okay. Let it ride. It's okay. Let it go. And, you know, and that's actually been much harder than you'd think. It's been much harder to give myself a break than you'd think. Much harder. It's been a learning lesson to accept where things are at and that sometimes you can't change things. And sometimes the best thing that you can change really is your own attitude towards it. Here's the thing, I love my hair. I've got great colored hair. I like it better when I do something in the morning and like blow it dry a little bit and put a little something in it. I mean, it's gonna look like it always looks within an hour or so. I don't love this cut. I'd love to go get it all cut off to here. My husband would have a fit. Do I want the cut more than I want to deal with the fit? Do I want to, you gotta weigh your thing. So I'm just riding it out. A few more months from now, it'll grow a couple inches and it won't bother me as much. And it reinforced to my mom, because she had just had a bad haircut, that it's not just her. And that's part of why I did it, because I knew I was rolling the dice. And sometimes that's what we need to do. We need to be there for other people in a realer way than words. In a tangible way. There are people in this channel who have sent me Christmas cards and presents and yarn and gifts that have meant so much to me over the years. I got some random dude who commented on a short of my cats the other day, and it was the nicest comment, and it meant so much to me. Like, he found some joy in this little shared moment. I think, and it's not why I do things, but I think because my kids are already getting to the age where they're starting to say things, like we did our Valentine's thing, and they're like, yeah, mom did it. They're gonna know mom did it. And that's not why I do it. But I have to remember to take pleasure and pride in the fact that there is a big part of your life, once you have children, that you give up. You give it up for them. You don't have the new car every year that you want the new car. You don't have the trip every year that you want the new trip, because they need school stuff and shoes and dental things. But you gotta do it happily. You gotta see what you're doing in a positive light. And if we can see everything that we're doing in a positive light, all those outside forces, this is my moment to talk about the times. All those outside forces aren't gonna affect us as much. Yes, the financial bottom dollar is gonna hit us. It's gonna hit us hard. But as adults, we can make our choices and deal with it, and then take a moment to do something for somebody else, and it might be a nice comment. The lady I volunteer with in the library, her son said to me yesterday, and I think he bought me an order of fried zucchini, because he was getting her lunch, and she always shares with me anyway. And she's like, well, there's 2 orders. And I thought he bought those for me because he went and got them. And he said how nice it was that his mom had a friend now. And it makes me want to cry, because here's the thing. I've wanted a friend for years. I've had such a hard time maintaining real life friendships. And I grew up knowing that if you want a friend, you got to be a friend. And there are plenty of days I go into there because I think it'll put a smile on her face, even if it doesn't do anything for anybody else. And now I've got a friend because I'm being a friend. Because here's the thing, I don't have to be there. Nobody's paying me. I could go 2 days a week and that'd be fine. And I'm not busy every minute that I'm there. I'm knitting and crocheting stuff. So I have tried to start, lost some stitches, like a man pair of socks here. And I wasn't liking how it was working out on this. I was feeling like, I don't know about this. And so I started knitting with my leftover Maritime Family Fiber, just a big pair of man socks. And the man I'm knitting these for is from at school, and he's a crossing guard. And when he saw the blind lady coming with the potholes, and some days I would trip even using my cane, he was always so kind. And I always feel so taken care of because he makes an extra effort to talk to me, to say things. Oh, can you wait a second? You know, not just ignore me, but really engage with me. And so does the new lady that has replaced him because he's moved on to high school. But I made a sock and I just split. This was a 4-thought heel. So I'd woven in a row. And if you don't understand how to do that, I'll give you a quick. As you're going through, if you know this is where I'm going to put my heel in, you take a string of yarn of a different color and you knit it across here. And then you take your needle and you push it back through and then you knit regularly in the round so that you can knit your whole sock, but you have the line exactly where you want it to be. I have such a hard time matching up things when I knit 2 of something. Like here we go. And I'm looking at where this line is and I'm thinking, I think it's spot on because I did afterthoughts on both of them, but I did the front toe a little bit different. So, but it's close and it helped me. And so I'm going to finish those up this weekend and make it for him. And then I'm going to put these together and send them off because I've got a friend who just had a baby blanket. A boy that 15 years ago used to drive me grocery shopping when I went through my divorce. And I would teach him because he was like 18, 19. I taught him how to grocery shop and he drove for me. And he's been married, I think, for pushing 5 years now, and they had their first baby. So they're getting a blanket. And who knows? Who knows? It's just a thing you can do. And we have to keep reaching out to other people in this time of stress and strain and everybody on 2 different sides. Why are we on 2 different sides? For God's sakes, we're all people. We're all people trying to live our lives, pay our bills, and raise our children. Let's reach out and help each other. Let's look with our heart first, not our eyes. See you soon.